Hi guys and ladies, you know I love fried seafood, but every recipe I see for it includes two high-carb, no-no ingredients. Those are flour and cornmeal. Well, I think I hit on great replacements, so I've got everything I need for a seafood platter. Except one, the fish. Well, luckily we have an open-air fish market right here. I'm gonna make my first cast right here off the dock. Not all the bluegill in Lake Ketchabigwon are big ones. All right, that's better than the last one. All right, perfect for eating, actually. Yeah. Okay, this guy hit really deep down. I had to let the bait sink a bit. Yeah. All right. It's not huge, but it's big. It's big enough. Big enough for this recipe. Here's what I'm catching fish on today. This is called a Recoil Grub. It was sold years ago by Cabela's, and it's got that same Z-Man type plastic that doesn't break easily. Look at that. It hasn't been around for 20 years, so look for Z-Man products. It's the same kind of plastic. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Not little. Perfect. Oh, it's a big one. Finally. Yes, yes. Yeah, small, but not too small. I'm keeping them. There you go. All right, a pretty one. I love them. I love bluegill. I'd like to show you something. This stuff that you see under the water is called chara. C-H-A-R-A. It's a type of algae, and it looks like puffy, lush weeds. But it's algae, and it's beneficial to the lake. I once added too many grass carp to this lake, and they wiped all the chara out. Now this filters the water and keeps it from getting too green. It takes up the nutrients, and it's very beneficial. I love my chara. Oh, it's a good one, it's a good one. You know, a lot of people, especially young people, ask for tips on how to catch bluegill. Well, you saw how tiny that lure is. All I'm going to do is cast toward shore. I'm in deep water now. I'm gonna cast toward where it's 2 or 3 feet deep. I'm gonna let that thing fall and then wait for a tap. And when I feel a tap, I rear back and set the hook. And I catch a bluegill that's too small. Let's throw it back. Oh. that'll do it for today. Looky here, we've had plenty of fun today. Time is a-wasting. Let's get back to the house and fillet our finny friends. And tomorrow, it's a seafood platter. Yesterday we targeted bluegill and ended up with a pound of these nice little fillets for our seafood platter. I'm only going to use half of them because I also have shrimp and calamari. But before we break out the deep fryer, let's make a quick like a bunny low-carb coleslaw. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. 1 packet of Splenda. Well, I got this stuff. I'll use 2 drops. It's artificial sweetener. A half teaspoon of celery seed. How did I remember this was celery seed? Lots of fresh ground pepper. Now the juice of 1/2 enormous lemon. Oh my, that's too much. Here's a 14-ounce bag of coleslaw mix. Here's a few tablespoons of cilantro. This is about 1/4 of a large onion, thinly sliced. I did it myself. I'm going to add another tablespoon of mayo just to make it a little creamier. You should stir this for like 3.5 hours. Let me just taste a little. You would love this. It's sweet, tangy, creamy, muy sabroso. That means in Spanish, it's really tasty. I'm going to put this in the fridge and get on with the fish. Let's see, I need to make a breading, so I'm going to use 1 cup of flour. You know me. This is not ordinary flour. This is low-carb almond flour. Next, 1 cup of cornmeal. Again, you know me. This is actually flaxseed meal. It has the same grittiness as cornmeal. I'm not sure what this does. I think it makes it puffier or something, crispier. This is baking powder. Let's put in 1 teaspoon. How about we add 1 tablespoon of Zatarain's Creole seasoning, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and I think we can stop there. Let's mix this up really well. We need to de-lumpify it. I'm going to put this aside and get a big bowl. And in this big bowl, I've got 2 cups of buttermilk. Yes, I know buttermilk has a few carbs in it. Very little will stick to the seafood. Now to this, I'm going to add our 8 ounces of fish. Just 8 ounces. And looky here, 8 ounces each of calamari and shrimp. I defrosted them. And I'll let these soak in the fridge for like an hour. I wonder if I could drain this seafood into this colander and strainer. I think so. Come on, baby. Yes. You might have seen me do this 1,000,000 times before, but here's our seafood. We're going to put it in the breading, low-carb breading. I like to pat it in and then just put it on this I call it a holding plate. Now let's continue. Our last piece of seafood, a calamari ring. Let's bread it up. Now to the holding plate, and we'll fry everything up. I'm so nervous. Well, let the frying begin. I've done this before in a big pan or skillet with oil, but never in the deep fryer, and never calamari before, and never all this together of shrimp and calamari. Let's put a couple calamari rings and a couple of shrimp and a piece of fish and start praying. Here goes. It's about 360. Oh no, I don't think the breading is sticking. I'm really disappointed. I did this recipe before in a skillet, and I used eggs in the egg wash instead of just buttermilk. And the breading held on much better, but it isn't holding on very well now. So I think it's semi-disastrous, this recipe, but what can I say? While this is frying away, I should tell you all. The famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks, is about to arrive here for dinner tonight, and well, for that reason alone, I'm ecstatic. Although I need to, I need a dose of reality. You see, we've been seeing each other forever. She doesn't even seem interested in marrying me. Some of our friends seem happily married, and I should point that out to her. I don't know. Oh. Well, it's my great pleasure to be here tonight with the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks. And thank you so much for dining with me here tonight at my abominable, abject abode. And you had a chance to fervently feast on my coleslaw and my semi-disastrous seafood platter, and I'd love to know your thoughts.
Well, I enjoyed both of them. The fish, the shrimp, and the calamari were, I thought, very nicely cooked and very tasty, even though you were a little disappointed by the coating. But they were very good. And they were all nice, delightful. And the coleslaw was nice and tangy. And I love cilantro, of course. And you did say, well, is it creamy enough? But I was more impressed by the tanginess and the flavor. Thank you.
And the seafood turned out tasting better than it looked.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Thank you so much.
And it looked good, really.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Miss Cheeks, I can say Lulu now. Have you noticed that most of our friends are married? I think their husbands must give their wives something to look forward to.
Yeah, a divorce.
Huh? Oh, can I have a hug?